Hello, my name is Richard Kirkby and I'm Product Manager for MacDon Industries. I'd like to introduce to you today to the main features of the auger headers which make up the family of the A40-D. D stands for double knife and the A stands for an auger header. These headers come in three sizes. They come in size of 14 foot, 16 foot and 18 foot. All of the features that we have on three models are common, they're standard. They start off with the knife drive. The knife drive drives a double sickle knife. Double sickle knife has 1940 strokes a minute. The double knife is timed, is driven by two Kevlar belts, one on either side. After the crop has been cut, we then go, the reel is very important on the A40-D. The reel consists of 6 tine bars, and in front of each of the tine bars is we have a unique profile of bat. This bat is designed so that the crop does not wrap around this tine bar, but flows across it and into the header. The reel is hydraulically driven, as is the knife. We have 6 tine bats and 6 tine bars on the A40 series. These are more than our competitors have, or other brands of auger headers. On most of the auger headers, there are 5 bats. The 6th bat gives us an additional sweep across the cutter bar, keeping the cutter bar clean. If the cutter bar is clean, then we're going to get more crop across the header, increasing our ground speed, increasing our capacity. Part of the unique action of the tine bar is controlled by the cam mechanism located on the right-hand side of the machine. This cam mechanism is also a unique feature of the auger series. Right inside here we have cam rollers. These bearings are contained inside a cam track, and that gives us very good control, very good long life for the bearings and the cam drive for the auger header. Behind the reel, the next part we're going to look at is the auger. The auger is being designed to carry crop from the outsides of the headers into the middle part of the header. The auger is also hydraulically driven, which is a unique feature on the MacDon A40 series. You can adjust the speed of the reel from in the cab. The auger is mounted over the top of a poly pan. And if we look at that pan, we'll notice it is made out of poly material. This poly material is located right underneath the pan and extends from the cutter bar right up into the back of the header. That poly pan is bolted into place, held in place by the stripper bars. It is a replaceable material. The reason we chose poly pan over a more traditional steel is that the poly material does not allow dirt to stick to it. The poly material cleans very easily, and it makes sure that we always have a consistent flow of crop going into the windrow. Another advantage of the poly pan, if it does get damaged or over a long period of time, if it does wear out, it can be replaced because there is a joint in the middle of the header, and we have 2 sheets of poly. They come flat from the factory. They can be installed left side or right side, making it very easy to repair rather than having to take unbolt pieces of steel, in some cases weld the steel pans into place. Behind the crop flow from the auger, we have the conditioner, and when you start looking at the conditioner on the A40-D, it's an N-bar style. That N-bar style gives us the type of hay. If we're looking at conditioning hay, we want to be able to look at a crop that has a lot of kinks, a lot of crush marks on the stem. And you'll notice here in this hay that you can bend it, it rolls up very nicely, and they're very good conditioning marks that you can see on this stem. You can see how it's got conditioned going through the conditioner, and that'll help in drying very well. The conditioner is 102 inches wide, and it's 2 N-bar rolls mated on top of each other. The rolls have a timing action. You can time them intermeshing steel rolls, and you can also engage them in a depth for more or less conditioning. Let's have a look on the other end of the header, on the business end of it, how do the drives get into the auger header. So let's take a walk around to the left end. So the drives are located on the left end of the header underneath this shield. Easy to open servicing shield. And what we see underneath here is the main drive comes into the header from the gearbox. This gearbox has a hydraulic motor on the inside. This drive drives the knife both the right hand side sickle through a shaft, goes to the back of the header, driving down to the MacDon wobble box. This gives us the 1940 strokes a minute. Because we have a hydraulic drive into this knife drive, it's variable speed from the cab, and that's one of the unique features of the MacDon A40 series. We also have a drive for the reel. The reel drive is variable again. It's a direct drive into a gearbox. There's no chains, it's just a straight motor driving 2 gears. The auger is again another hydraulic motor that drives the auger. It is controllable from in the cab, so we can adjust the speed of the auger and the reel and the knife. So the A40-D series is a truly hydraulic driven header. There are other headers on the market that traditionally just have one hydraulic motor and it drives all of the header. Whereas with the A40-D, because we've selected to put variable speed drives into the reel and the auger, you'll notice there is only 3 sets of belts on this header. One is the drive for the knife, the double drive on here, and then we have a Kevlar drive belt that drives the knife on either end. So maintenance is very, very minimal. There's grease zerks located for the cross shaft, and then also grease zerks on the reel. The reel is made up of tine bars that are separated for servicing. On the reel, you've got bearings located at different span intervals. These bearings are greasable. They'll give you long service life. One of the other items we didn't talk about as we walk around the front of the machine is the lean bar. The lean bar is adjustable in height. It also features a removable cap, and inside here we can have a knife storage. Undo the cap and you can pull out the knife from the left and the right end. Let's take a quick look around the back of the header a little bit here. When we lift up this servicing shield, we're going to see that the main hydraulic drive we spoke of before to drive the header. It also drives through 2 drive shafts to drive the conditioner, the 102-inch conditioner rolls. The hook up to the header is done through these hydraulic hoses. We have installed quick connects on these hoses and on the electrical cable. So when we want to remove the header to change over to a draper table, it's just a matter of undoing the quick connects and then dropping the header stands down on the tractor, taking off the pins at the top of the lift arm, and there's 1 pin at the bottom of the leg. Remove those pins, drop the header down, we can back away from this auger header. It's probably a job that takes 5 minutes at the most.